Today's ticket has the best expected value of any ticket we've covered so far on the channel. Welcome to today's Lotto lecture. Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at 300 times the cash. Picture to the left, you can see what that ticket looks like. Here's some quick things we should know. The top prize is going to be worth $10.4 million, or $600,000 a year for 25 years, or the secondary top prize is worth $695,000, or $40,000 a year for 25 years. The ticket price is $30. The overall odds are 1 in 2.93, and it was launched on September 19th, 2022. First, we'll take a look at the odds at launch so we can compare them to where they are now. Picture to the left, you can see the prize amount, the odds at launch, and the total prizes in the game. What we're most concerned with today is that primary and secondary top prize, and everything you can expect to find in the average book down, which includes the $100 prize, the $50 prize, and the $30 prize. Additionally, let's take a look at its most recent top prize claims so we can get an idea on how long it's been since we've seen a win. It's had 2 of its 4 primary top prizes claimed on October 24th, 2022 and April 15th, 2024. So it's been about 21 months since we've seen a top prize win. And it's had 21 of its 24 secondary top prizes claimed, the most recent being on October 16th, 2025. So only 2 months since we've seen a 1 million top prize claimed. And for the primary prizes, the first was purchased at Publix on 33343 US 19 North in Palm Harbor, and the second was purchased at Handy Food on 417 West New Market Road in Immokalee. But most importantly, let's take a look at the adjusted top prize odds for January 23rd, 2026. Picture to the right, you can see the prize amount and the prizes remaining. The formula we're going to be using is the number of top prizes remaining over the number of winning tickets left times the overall odds. For this ticket, that is going to be 5 over all these numbers you see here to the right times 2.93, which is just going to simplify down to this, which equals this, which translates to 1 in 1.1 million. And since the original odds were 1 in 1.6 million, that means it's going to be 42% more likely to win a top prize than it was at launch. But now, let's put these numbers into context and compare them with our other tickets. It's important to calculate the chances per dollar since not every ticket costs the same. $300 is divisible by all ticket prices, so we'll assume this is our budget. And we'll compare this with our current top chance ticket. The formula we're going to be using is 1 top prize times our $300 budget divided by the cost of the ticket for every X tickets. For double your money, our current top ticket, that is going to be 60 over 992,000 for 1 in 16,000 for every $300 we spend. For Florida 300 times the cash, that is going to be 10 over 1.1 million for 1 in 117,000 for every $300 we spend. That makes this ticket about 7 times worse for hitting any top prize than double your money. But the top prize isn't everything. Let's take a look at the expected value per book and let's get an idea on how much we'll be winning back. Picture to the right, you can see the 3 prizes we can expect to find in an average book. Books of $30 tickets contain 30 tickets for a total of $900. The formula we're going to be using is the prize amount times the number of prizes in the book for each prize bracket over the book cost. For this ticket, that is going to be 100 plus 250 plus 90 over 900, which equals 440 over 900 for a 49% return, which represents how much money we'd expect to win back in an average book. This return rate is right about the middle. It's right about 50%, which is where 40 to 50 is where most tickets are. 50% is pretty solid, all things considered. The odds of a top prize being in any particular book right now are going to be 1 in 39,000. But let's say instead of buying tickets by the book, you buy them in thousands. This calculation is insightful for that. Picture to the right, you can see the prize amount and the prizes remaining. The formula we're going to be using is the prizes left of each tier times the prize amount of each tier over the ticket price times the prizes left times the overall odds. For this ticket, that is going to be this giant jumbled up fraction right here, which is just going to equal 0.86. This number tells us that if you bought every ticket left, you'd win 86% of your money back, which is tied for the highest expected value calculation we've done so far. It's tied with Scorching Hot 7s. But this ticket is only 42% better, so this isn't really... would be about what it was when it launched. Scorching Hot 7s is like 300% better. That's the only reason it's this high. So this is some of the highest expected value the Florida Lotto's ever put out in recent years. This essentially means that you lose 14% of your money on average at a large scale. This means that the average return a person is likely to see is between 49% and 86%, depending on how much you buy. Now, let's get my face out of the way for the Florida Lottery tier list. If you're new here, This tells you how much better or worse it is compared to when it launched. This is the game name. This is the game ID, the cost of the ticket, what its top prize is worth in instant cash value, the number of top prizes remaining, the number of tickets remaining, the overall odds is printed on the back of the ticket, its top prize odds per $300 spent, the number of activated books currently at sale at retailers, the odds that a top prize is among those activated books, the number of days since a top prize, the book return, its overall return, and where it is placed on the list. With all that in mind, 300 times the cash placed number 24 on the list. It's 42% better than when it launched. It costs $30. It's got a top prize of $10.4 million or $695,000. It's got 5 top prizes left, 5.8 million tickets left. Overall odds are 1 in 2.93. Its adjusted odds are 1 in 117,000. There's 6,500 activated books, which gives us a 17% chance that a top prize has been activated. With 99 days since a $1 million top prize was claimed, 49% book return, and 86% overall return, which, like I said earlier, is tied with Scorching Hot 7's for being the highest when it comes to return. What's going on, guys? We got a big one today. It's 300 times the cash. Now, a little fun fact about this ticket, it's actually the highest ticket with the best odds to win $1,000 in any single ticket, which is kind of interesting. But back to the ticket at hand. We're looking for 59, 49, 8, 2, 40, 25, 39, and 17. I've yet to see any of that yet, but I think this is my first time actually playing this ticket, so I'd like to win something nice. Because it actually has the best odds of $1,000. As I mentioned earlier, if I recall correctly, it's exactly 1 in 500. So like 1 in I don't know, 15, 16 books, something like that. There's one ticket. Seeing a lot of adjacent numbers, so I'm not feeling good about it. Too many for my comfortability. All right. All right, let's check these bonuses. 44, 11, and lastly, 75. That sucks. Well, how was my return since starting this channel? Well, for every ticket I've covered on the channel, I've bought one to scratch and I've tallied up how much money I've spent and how much money I've won. For the Lotto Lectures content, with today's loss, that brings us to negative $40. For our books, it's negative $130, and for our random tickets, it's been negative $74, bringing our total overall for the channel negative $244. So to summarize, for January 23rd, 2026, the odds to win a top prize on any one ticket are going to be 1 in 1.1 million. The adjusted odds for a $300 budget are going to be 1 in 117,000. Your expected return when buying a book is 49% or 86% overall, and the odds are bad, but the return is really good. Thank you for watching today's Lotto lecture. If you liked it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's lecture on 50,000 a year for life by viewer request. And be sure to comment down below which ticket you'd like me to cover next, and I'll be sure to cover it. After 50,000 a year for life, it's going to be triple golden cherries, that was another viewer request. But with that out of the way, remember, play responsibly, play smarter, know the odds, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. EST.